My people wonder they say shall never end. Right now they say Kabiyesi blasted Igbi and Olori Two-Face. You know that these two people, I think they are the major problems Kabiyesi have among the wives, if all the information we are gathering about them is the truth. Because remember that the period when Queen Naomi was in police custody in Ibadan, information have it that someone confessed that Igbi and Olori Two-Face have been going to Ibadan all the time, and what they are doing there is to go and meet the families of the victims, as in paying them, even paying some people to come and be laying false accusations against Queen Naomi, to come and be giving false witnesses and all of that. But when the information got to Kabiyesi, they denied it. Now something happened that made the Geisi elders pray for Queen Naomi. You know that few weeks before they say Queen Naomi was released, there was a time they said the ancient sword got missing. When they do all the incantations to get the ancient sword, they couldn't get it. And during the time they were looking for solution, what must have caused that, they said most of the far priests that came told them that Queen Naomi is not happy. You know that ever since then we have been hearing that Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi are journey mates on this throne. That Kabiyesi cannot go on that journey alone, that he will be having problems unless Queen Naomi is there or happy with him, you know. And every time, from the information we are gathering, we heard that Kabiyesi keeps trying to make Queen Naomi happy, whether she is in the palace or not, you know. But during that period that Queen Naomi was in detention, after they made that post, they said Queen Naomi was very angry, and it was around that period that they say Kabiyesi was unable to get hold of that ancient sword. Then the Geisi elders, knowing fully well that they really need Queen Naomi on that throne, yes, and I believe that maybe it is because of some of the rituals that Kabiyesi, or some of the covenant that Kabiyesi took with Queen Naomi. Remember that Queen Naomi met Kabiyesi a virgin, and he took her to Odua Sacred Forest, presented her to their gods as his only wife. And I believe that the gods recognized Queen Naomi, and information have it that she was meant for the purpose, you know. So at this point, you can see the reason why they said whenever Queen Naomi is angry, Kabiyesi keep having problems, you know. But one thing is certain, the other wife does not understand it. They thought it's all about my husband's wealth, my husband's money, my husband's affection, my husband's love. That is what they think. They don't know that there is this spiritual thing. There is this thing that is have some spiritual undertone that has to do with Kabiyesi, Queen Naomi, and the throne. So they said after all said and done, and information also have it that allegedly, while Queen Naomi was in detention, both Kabiyesi and the Geisi elders, they were doing a lot of underground work to make sure that Queen Naomi comes out of there, knowing fully well that even though she left the palace, she is still needed in the palace. So, fortunately enough, they said after a day or two that Queen Naomi was released, and a far priest called Kabiyesi and asked Kabiyesi to go and get the ancient sword. Kabiyesi was like, the ancient sword was not there because the last time they tried, they couldn't get it. They said the far priest told him again to go and do as he said. When Kabiyesi went there and do one or two incantations, they said the box opened and the ancient sword came forth. They said everyone was shocked, including the elders. So when the Geisi elders now came to the palace to see Kabiyesi, and Kabiyesi told them the outcome of that ancient sword, because we all know that without that ancient sword, it's as good as Kabiyesi does not have any authority on that throne, and his enemies can easily get to him without that ancient sword, if all the information we keep gathering is the truth. So with that, the Geisi elders were very happy because they know that this is not all about Kabiyesi. If anything happens to Kabiyesi on the throne, it has happened to all of them, you know. Even though there are some people who are praying that something should happen to Kabiyesi, but there are still genuine people who understand that that throne is not just for Kabiyesi, but for their ruling house. So they were happy that the ancient sword have returned. And that is why they link it to Queen Naomi's release. You know, I don't know why, but I believe that there is reason for that. So now, when they entered the palace, they made Kabiyesi to say prayers for Queen Naomi. Queen Naomi was not in the palace, so remember. After that, they said they also made some declarations on Queen Naomi, saying that whoever that is fighting Queen Naomi will use his or her head to carry whatever they projected to Queen Naomi. They said the kind of prayers they made for Queen Naomi, even though Queen Naomi was not in the palace, and I'm sure Queen Naomi might not even know of this, you know, but because they believe strongly that there is a link between Queen Naomi, Kabiyesi, the throne, and that ancient sword. So when they were making the prayers right there in the palace, they said Igbi and Olori Two-Face, who have been monitoring them, stepped in. They don't only step in, they say they interrupted the prayers by asking one of the elders, how are they linking Queen Naomi's release to this ancient sword? That Queen Naomi does not contribute anything to the throne. That Queen Naomi is just, what did they call, it was then they said Igbi called her an ex-convict who does not make any contribution to the throne, and yet they gave her all the accolade and everything. They said the elders, they respected Kabiyesi, because if not that they respected Kabiyesi, they must have sanctioned Igbi for that interruption, because they said the prayers was still ongoing. I'm sure Igbi interrupted that prayer because she must be doing one thing or the other against Queen Naomi. And they said their prayer point was that anyone that is doing one thing or the other against Queen Naomi, that person will carry it with his or her own head. And they said that did not go well with Kabiyesi, because it's an embarrassment to Kabiyesi. And the elders, they respected him a whole lot by not saying anything to Igbi. You know, they said Kabiyesi blasted her. Kabiyesi shunned her big time. And at some point, Olori Two-Face wanted to put her mouth. They say, if not that Kabiyesi too want to respect himself, let it not be that he is laying his hands on his wife, that he would have used something to design their faces there. But they say the kind of embarrassment they gave him before his elders, he couldn't believe it. And they said, this is just the beginning. They never cheat something. They never cheat something at all. My people, that is what we are hearing. Don't forget that these are all alleged, rumored, speculated information. They are not for stand information. Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.